Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new on here, my name is Philip. This is Phil Reacts. Today we are going to be today's reaction is a little different because this isn't one of those albums where I'm walking in completely blind. I've actually known Counting Crows for some time now. I've heard songs like Round Here. I've heard Mr. Jones. I've heard A Murder of One. Those are songs that have popped up over the years, and I've always thought they were great. But here's the thing: I've never actually listened to August and everything after, from beginning to end, and I think that's an important difference. Because sometimes we know the songs, but we don't know the album. We hear the singles, and then we miss the story. And from everything I've heard about this record, people keep saying the magic isn't just in the hits. It's in how every song builds on the last one. So today I'm not here to react to Mr. Jones, like it's my first time hearing it. I'm here to actually understand why these songs mean so much to people when they are experienced together. So yeah, I'm curious. I'm actually curious to hear the songs. I don't know. I'm curious to hear how the familiar tracks fit into the bigger picture. And honestly, I'm curious to find out, if this album deserves the legendary reputation it's built over the years. Yes. If you're excited, to take this journey with me, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. And throughout the video, let me know which deep cut from this album deserves just as much love as the film was on. So yeah, overall, all I'm trying to say is let's finally experience August and everything after the way it was meant to be heard. Yeah. So for what I'm seeing here, this album has 11 songs. The album runtime is like 51 minutes and 37 seconds. I'm super excited for this one. Like I said, I've heard only 3 songs on here: Round Here, Mr. Jones, and A Murder of One. So before we jump into the shout outs that I really do for suggesting that I check this album out. This is actually a buy me a coffee suggestion. So guys, just in case you want to support me, just in case you want to support your channel, link is definitely in the description. Tap in and do the needful. Thank you in advance. Yeah. Counting Crows, August, and everything after. The first song, titled Round Here. Let's take a listen, guys. All right. Yeah. Sounds good.
Step out the front door like a ghost into the fog where no one
notices. Adam.
The contrast of white on white. And in between the moon and you, the angels get a better view of the crumbling difference between wrong and right.
Okay.
Well, I walk in the air between the rain, through myself and back again, where I don't know. Maria says she's dying. Through the door I hear her crying. Why? I don't know. Round here,
yeah,
we always stand up straight. Round here, something radiates. Maria came from Nashville with a suitcase in her hand. She says she'd like to meet a boy who looks like Elvis. And she walks along the edge of where the ocean meets the land, just like she's walking on a wire in a circus. She parks her car outside of my house and takes her clothes off. Says she's close to understanding Jesus, and she knows she's more than just a little misunderstood. She has trouble acting normal when she's nervous. Right here, we're carving out our names. Around here, we all look the same.
We all look the same.
Around here we talk just like liars, but we sacrifice like lambs. Around here, she's slipping through my hands. Oh, sleeping children better run like the wind out of the lightning dream. Mama's little baby better get herself in out of the lightning. She says it's only in my head. She says, I know it's only in my head. But the girl on the car in the parking lot says, man, you should try to take a shot. Can't you see my walls are crumbling? And she looks up at the building, says she's thinking of jumping. She says she's tired of life. She must be tired of something around here. She's always on my mind. Right here, hey man, I got lots of time. Round here, we never sense a better lead. Man, nobody makes us wait. Round here, we stay up very, 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 very late. I can't see nothing around here. You catch me if I'm falling. You catch me if I'm falling. You catch me 'cause I'm falling down on you. I said I'm under the gun. Around here. Oh man, I said I'm under the gun. Around here. And I can't see nothing. Nothing. Around
Wow.
here.
Yeah. Guys. Wow. I have to say, after, listening to this song, after coming back to this song, this already feels different, hearing it, as the opening track. I've heard around here before, but I mean, listening to it, inside the album, completely changes the experience, guys. Instead of, feeling like, a standalone song, it feels like the front door, to an entire world. One thing that immediately stood out to me is how patient this song is. I mean, I love the fact that it doesn't rush. It doesn't chase a huge chorus. It just allows the atmosphere to slowly build. Adam Duritz, to me, has one of those voices that's impossible to mistake for anyone else. I mean, it's not about technical perfection, it's about personality. The moment he starts singing, you actually believe him, guys. You believe whatever story he's about to tell. That's a rare gift, in my opinion. I mean, the arrangement is beautiful too. The guitars quietly weave in and out of the piano. The rhythm section stays incredibly restrained. Everything serves the mood. Listening to this now, I realized why people actually connect with it so deeply. It doesn't feel like it's trying to, entertain you. It definitely feels like, it's inviting you into someone else's memories. And honestly, that's much more powerful experience. I mean, starting the album, with this was a brilliant decision, in my opinion. I mean, it immediately tells you, I mean, this isn't going to be a collection of radio singles. So, I mean, it's going to be a story. Yeah, I loved it. Let me know what you think about this one down in the comment section, guys. Moving on to track 2. This one is titled Omaha. Okay, let's go. Whoa. I love the sound.
Start tearing the old man down. Run past the heather and down to the old road. Start turning the grain into the ground. Roll a new leaf over. In the middle of the night, there's an old man shredding around in the gathering rain. Hey, mister, if you're gonna walk on water, oh, could you drop a line my way? Omaha, somewhere in middle America, give it right to the heart of matters. It's a heart that matters more. I think you better turn your ticket in. Get your money back at the door. Past the shuttle and slides through the cold room. Start turning the wool across the wire. Roll a new life over. In the middle of the night, there's an old man threading his toes through a bucket of rain. Hey, mister, you don't wanna walk on water, 'cause you're only gonna walk all over me. Omaha, somewhere in middle America.
Wow.
You're right to the heart of matters. The heart that matters more. Think you better turn your ticket in. Get your money back at the door.
Yeah.
Right to the heart of matters. It's the heart that matters more. Think you better turn your ticket in. Get your money back at the door. Omaha.
Yeah.
Somewhere in middle America. Get right to the heart of matters. Oh, it's the heart that matters more. Think you better turn your ticket in. Get your money back at the door. Sit on a home. Sunday morning, I'm coming home today.
Wow. Okay, guys. Now we are actually moving into, completely new territory for me. And I mean, I definitely like this shift. I mean, the energy picks up, a little, but emotionally, it still feels connected, to what came before. One thing, I'm already, noticing is how visual, Adam's writing is. I mean, even when I don't fully understand every single lyric, the first listen. One thing that I'm already noticing is how visual Adam's writing is. Even when I don't fully understand, every single lyric on first listen. One thing that I am already, noticing is how visual Adam's writing is. Even when, I don't fully understand every single lyric, on the first listen, I can still picture, scenes unfolding in my head. And I mean, that's that's great songwriting. The guitars have a wonderful warmth to them. Nothing feels overproduced. Everything sounds organic, like a real band sitting together making music. And I love that. The rhythm has this gentle forward motion that I feel like it keeps the song moving without ever feeling rushed. Vocally, Adam almost sounds like he's speaking certain lines and rather than singing them. Definitely gives the song this conversational quality that makes everything feel more personal. This definitely feels like one of those songs that grows stronger every time you actually hear it. I have a feeling I'd catch completely different details on the second listen, second or maybe a third listen. Yeah, but so far so good. I'm loving this album. Let me know what you think about this particular song down the comment section. Moving on to track 3, Mr. Jones. Yes, let's go. Whoa.
Down at the New Amsterdam, staring at this yellow-haired girl. Mr. Jones strikes up a conversation with a black-haired flamenco dancer. She dances while his father plays guitar. She's suddenly beautiful.
Yeah.
And we all want something beautiful. Man, I wish I was beautiful. So come dance the silence down through the morning. Sha la 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 la, yeah. Yeah. Cut up, Maria. Show me some of them Spanish dances and pass me a bottle, Mr. Jones.
Mr. Jones. Yeah.
Believe in me. Help me believe in anything. 'Cause I wanna be someone who believes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Jones and me tell each other fairy tales, and we stare at the beautiful women. She's looking at you. Oh no, no, she's looking at me, smiling in the bright lights coming through his stereo. When everybody loves you, you could never be lonely. Well, I'm gonna paint my
Nice. This
picture.
hits so.
Paint myself
This hit hard.
blue, red, black, and gray. All of the beautiful colors are very, very meaningful. Yeah, well, gray is my favorite color. I felt so symbolic yesterday. If I knew Picasso, I would buy myself a great guitar and play Mr. Jones and me. Look into the future. Yeah, we stare at the beautiful women. She's looking at you. I don't think so. She's looking at me, standing in the spotlight.
Wow.
I bought myself a great guitar. When everybody loves me, I will never be lonely. I will never be lonely. Said I'm never gonna be lonely. I wanna be a lion. Yeah, everybody wants
Yeah.
houses, cats. We all wanna be big, big stars. Yeah, but we got different reasons for that. Believe in me, 'cause I don't believe in anything, and I wanna be someone. Don't believe, yeah.
Yeah.
I wanna be Bob Dylan. Mr. Jones wishes he was someone just to let him off funky when everybody loved you. Our son is just about as funky as you can be. Mr. Jones and me staring at the video. When I look at the television, I wanna see me staring right back at me. We all wanna be big stars, but we don't know why, and we don't know how. But when everybody loves me,
Wow.
I wanna be just about as happy as I can be. Mr. Jones and me, we're gonna be big stars.
All right. Here's one I actually know. And honestly, hearing it, after around here and then Omaha, definitely, gives it a completely different feeling. I mean, when the song, comes on, by itself, it's easy to actually focus on how, catchy it is. I mean, inside the album, I actually hear something else. I hear ambition. I hear restlessness. Someone dreaming about becoming something bigger than they are. The melody is still very, very fantastic. The guitars are still incredibly memorable, but now the lyrics feel more connected, to everything the album has been building emotionally. I also forgot, how good, this band actually is. I mean, everybody plays with restraint. Nobody overplays. Every single instrument has a purpose. That's becoming one of my favorite things about this album. The music never distracts from the storytelling. It actually supports it. And Adam's performance here, is definitely full of hope. But underneath that hope, there's uncertainty. Almost like someone asking themselves, I mean, what happens if I actually get everything that I'm wishing for? That's a much more interesting question than simply wanting fame. This song has always been great, but hearing it in context makes me appreciate it even more. Yeah, loved it, man. Let me know what you think about this one down in the comment section. Moving on to track 4. This one is titled Perfect Blue Buildings. Let's go. Yeah.
Down the street from your hotel, baby, I stay at home with my disease.
Yeah.
Best position, familiar, darling. Well, all monkeys do what they see. Help me stay awake.
Wow.
I'm falling. Down Virginia and Aloma, where I got friends who care for me. You got an attitude of everything I ever wanted. I got an attitude of need. So help me stay awake. I'm falling.
Yeah.
Ooh. I try to keep myself away from me. It's 4:30 a.m. on a Tuesday. It doesn't get much worse than this. In beds, in little rooms, in buildings, in the middle of these lives which are completely meaningless. Help me stay awake. I'm falling. Sleep in perfect blue buildings beside the green apple sea. I wanna
like
get
this.
me a little oblivion, baby. I'm trying to keep myself away from myself and me.
Yeah. Woo.
Well, I got bones beneath my skin, mister. There's a skeleton in every man's house. Beneath the dust and love and sweat that hang on everybody, is a dead man trying to get out. So please help me stay awake. I'm falling. Sleep in perfect blue buildings beside the green apple seeds. I wanna get me a little oblivion, baby. Try to keep myself away, from me. Perfect blue buildings beside the green apple.
Perfect blue buildings. Okay.
I wanna get me a little oblivion, baby. I'm trying to keep myself away from myself and me. Oh, in a perfect blue building, I can't keep myself away from me. Oh, in a perfect blue building. So how am I gonna keep myself away? How am I gonna keep myself away from me? Keep myself away. How am I gonna keep myself away from me? Keep myself away. How am I gonna keep myself away from me?
Wow, guys. Perfect blue buildings. I mean, the mood changes, almost immediately. This feels, much quieter, much more reflective. And I mean, the first thing that, grabbed me was the piano. It's beautiful. It's simple. It's emotional. Nothing felt unnecessary. The arrangement definitely gives, Adam, so much room to tell the story. And honestly, this might be my favorite, vocal performance, on the album so far. Yeah, I love the fact that, he's not trying to impress anyone. I mean, he's simply communicating. Sometimes, his voice almost cracks, sometimes it feels uncertain. But instead of, taking me out of the song, it actually pulls me further in, because I feel like that is what real emotion sounds like. I mean, not perfect, just honest. Lyrically, this feels incredibly personal, almost like we are hearing thoughts, someone never, intended to say out loud. Those are, often the songs, that, leave the biggest impact. I can already tell this is going to become, one of those, deep cuts I feel like our fans absolutely love. And after one listen, I completely understand why. Yeah, let me know what you guys also think about this one down in the comment section. My first impressions, after listening to the first 4 tracks of this album, I'm loving it. Some things becoming very, very clear. This album isn't built around the big moments. That's for damn sure. I mean, it's built around atmosphere. Every single song feels like another chapter in someone's life. The famous songs suddenly make more sense because they are surrounded by all these quieter, deeply emotional moments. Instead of competing with each other, I mean, the songs strengthening one another. That's exactly what I'm hoping for when I actually decided to listen to the entire album. So far, it's definitely exceeding my expectation. I'm genuinely excited to hear the song I've never experienced before, because if the deep cuts are already this strong, I have a feeling this album has a lot left to actually say. So yeah, question for you guys though: if you had only heard Mr. Jones before buying his album, which deep cut surprised you the most? Because right now I feel like Perfect Blue Buildings has completely caught me off guard. Yeah, let me know down in the comment section. Now moving on to track 5. This one is titled Anna Begins. Let's take a listen. Wow.
A friend assures me it's all or nothing. I am not worried.
Okay.
I am not overly concerned. My friend implores me for one time only.
Yeah.
Make an exception. I am not worried. Wrap her up in a package of lies.
Whoa.
Send her off to a coconut island.
Okay.
I am not worried. I am not overly concerned with the status of my emotions. Oh, she says you're changing, but we're always changing. It does not bother me to say this isn't love, 'cause if you don't wanna talk about it, then it isn't love.
Okay.
And I guess I'm gonna have to live with that, but I'm sure there's something in a shade of gray or something in between. And I can always change my name if that's what you mean. My friend assures me it's all or nothing, but I am not really worried. I am not overly concerned. You try to tell yourself the things you try to tell yourself to make yourself forget. To make yourself forget. I am not worried if it's love, she said. Then you're gonna have to think about the consequences, 'cause she can't stop shaking and I can't stop touching her. And this time when kindness falls like rain, it washes her away. And Anna begins to change her mind. Seconds when I'm shaking leave me shuddering for days, he says. And I'm not ready for this sort of thing, but I'm not gonna break, and I'm not gonna worry about it anymore.
Whoa.
I'm not gonna bend, and I'm not gonna break. I'm not gonna worry about it anymore. No, 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 no. It seems like I should say, as long as this is love, but it's not all that easy. So maybe I should snap her up in a butterfly net.
Okay.
Down on a photograph album. I'm not worried, 'cause I've done this sort of thing before. But then I start to think about the consequences. I don't get no sleep in a quiet room, and this time when kindness falls like rain, it washes me away.
Yeah.
And Anna begins to change my mind. Every time she sneezes,
this sort of thing. Wow, guys, I have to be honest, this song grabbed me immediately. The first thing I noticed is how patient the storytelling is. Adam isn't, rushing to the chorus. I mean, he isn't trying to, hook you in the first 30 seconds. I mean, he's allowing the story to actually unfold naturally, almost like he's remembering it as he's singing it. I really, really appreciate that. The guitar work is beautiful. Nothing flashy, nothing overcomplicated. Just enough to support the emotions without pulling attention away from the lyrics. This feels incredibly human. I mean, those relationships where everything seems possible, but at the same time, you can already feel the uncertainty creeping in. Those relationships where everything seems possible, but at the same time, you can already feel the uncertainty creeping in. That is what this reminds me of. I mean, it's hopeful but fragile, optimistic, yet somehow preparing itself for disappointment. Adam's vocal performance on this particular song, I have to say, is totally outstanding. I mean, there is hesitation in his voice, almost like he's afraid of saying certain thoughts out loud. And I think that's exactly why the song feels so believable. This isn't someone looking back with all the answers. It's someone living in the middle of the emotional uncertainty. That really makes a song incredibly relatable. Honestly, this is one of my favorites discoveries on the album so far. I loved it. Let me know what you think about this one down in the comment section. Moving on to track 6. This one is titled Time and Time Again. Yeah, let's go. This one feels a little different. Okay.
I want it so badly. Somebody other than me.
Whoa.
Staring back at me. But you were gone. I wanted to see you walking backwards. You get the sensation of you coming home. I wanted to see you walking away from me without the sensation of you're leaving me alone. Time and time again.
Time and time again.
Time and time again. Time and time again. I can't believe myself.
Yeah. Woo.
I wanted the ocean to cover over me. I wanna sing slowly without getting wet. Maybe someday I won't be so lonely. And I
hell?
walk on water every chance I get. Time and time again. Time time and time again. Time and time and time again. I can't please myself. I can't please myself, and I can't please nobody else. And time again, time and time again, time and time and time and time again. I can't please myself. No, no,
Now, guys, I have to be honest. This one, feels different. The atmosphere, becomes quieter. Almost meditative. The rhythm section, I feel like settles into this, gentle groove, that allows everything else to actually breathe. One thing, I'm really appreciating about this band is their confidence. I mean, they are never in a hurry. They are comfortable letting silence become part of the music. That's surprisingly rare. Adam's lyrics they continue to paint pictures rather than simply telling stories. Sometimes I don't think you are supposed to understand every single line immediately. I think you are supposed to feel them first, then understand them later. That's exactly what this song is doing to me right now. I mean, the melody slowly works its way into your head without demanding your attention, and I actually love that. I mean, some songs introduce themselves loudly, others quietly become part of you. This actually feels like the second kind. Yeah, I mean, the more I listen, the more I realize that this album isn't trying to entertain me. It's asking me to slow down, to actually listen. And honestly, I'm glad I did. Yeah. Let me know what you think about this one down the comment section, guys. We are moving on to the 7th song. This one is titled Rain King. Let's go. Okay. Survive.
when I think of heaven, deliver me in a black winged bird. I think of flying down in your sea of pins and feathers and all other instruments of faith and sex and God in the belly of a black winged bird. Don't try to feed me, 'cause I've been here before and I deserve a little more. I belong in the service of the Queen. I belong
Okay.
anywhere but in between. She's been crying, I've been thinking, and I am the rain king. Well, I said, Mama, 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 why am I so alone? Well, I can't go outside, I'm scared I might not make it home. Well, I'm alive,
Okay, guys. Now I understand why people talk about this particular album. I mean, the energy on the song immediately shifts. I mean, there is a little more urgency, a little more movement, but emotionally it still fits perfectly inside the album. I love how the guitars sparkle throughout the arrangements. The rhythm feels loose without ever becoming messy. The whole band sounds incredibly connected. One thing that's becoming impossible to ignore is Adam's writing style. I mean, to me, he doesn't always write in straight lines. Sometimes his lyrics feel like memories. Sometimes they feel like dreams. Sometimes they actually feel like thoughts that appear for a second before disappearing again. That style might not connect with everyone, but when it works, it actually creates something incredibly unique. The chorus is fantastic. To me, it has enough energy to lift a song without breaking the emotional atmosphere that's been built throughout the album. This definitely feels like another highlight, and honestly, I can see why fans love this album so much. Let me know what you think about this one down in the comment section. Moving on to track 8. This one is titled Sullivan Street. Okay, let's go.
Take the way home, leads back to Sullivan Street.
Yeah.
Cross the water, home through the town. Past the shadows, fall down wherever we meet.
Wow, I like this.
Pretty soon now, I won't come around. I'm almost drowning in her sea. She's nearly fallen to her knees. Take the way home.
Yeah.
Take the way home, leads back to Sullivan Street. Where all the bodies hang on the air. She remembers, she hides it whenever we meet. Either way now, I don't really care, 'cause I'm gone from there. I'm almost drowning in her sea. She's nearly crawling on her knees.
Okay.
She's down on her knees. Down on her knees. Take the way home that leads back to Sullivan Street.
I like this.
Where I'm just another rider, burned to the ground. Come tumbling
Wow, guys. Wow. What a contrast. Yeah. I mean, after the movement of Rainkin, this feels incredibly intimate. The acoustic guitar immediately sets the tone. Everything feels stripped back. Everything feels personal. Everything feels reflective. Adam's vocal performance here, might actually be my favorite so far. I mean, there is something deeply vulnerable about the way he delivers these lyrics. It almost feels like he's remembering someone whilst trying to figure out what they still mean to him. The arrangement is beautiful because to me it never distracts from that feeling. Every single instrument knows exactly how much space to occupy. Nothing more, nothing less. This is another reminder that great songwriting doesn't need huge production. Sometimes all you need is an honest voice and a melody that feels true. This song, I mean, quietly it broke my heart. Not through the dramatic moments, but through sincerity. And honestly, those songs usually stay with me the longest. Yeah, let me know what you think about this one down the comment section, guys. 8 tracks, in, and I think I'm finally understanding why this album has the reputation it does. It's not because every single song is instantly catchy. It's because every song feels lived in. Nothing here sounds manufactured, in my opinion. Nothing sounds like it was actually written to chase radio. Instead, it feels like a collection of real experiences told through remarkable songwriting. The musicianship has been consistently excellent. The arrangement definitely knows exactly when to grow and when to step back. And Adam Duritz, definitely, this man continues to surprise me with how conversational his writing feels. It doesn't always give you easy answers. Sometimes it simply gives you a feeling, and somehow that's enough. At this point, I'm genuinely invested in how this album ends, because it feels like I've been following one long emotional journey. Now I really want to see where that journey takes us next. Yeah. So question for you guys, I mean, what's a song on this album that took the longest to click for you? Because I have a feeling some of these tracks they become even more meaningful after you've lived with them for a while. Yeah. So let's finish this journey. Moving on to track 9. This one is titled Ghost Train. Let's go. Yeah. Sounds good. For real.
Took the cannonball down to the ocean, across the desert from the sea to shining sea. I rode a ladder that climbed across the nation, 50 million feet of earth between the buried and me. How do you? She said, hey, how do you do? She buys a ticket 'cause it's cold where she comes from. She climbs aboard because she's scared of getting older in the snow. Love is a ghost train rumbling through the darkness. Hold on to me, darling, I've got nowhere else to go. How do you do? She
I like this. I like this.
Took the cannonball down to the ocean. Watch the diesel disappear beneath the tumbling waves. Love is a ghost train howling on the radio. Remember everything she said, only memories remain. How do you do? She said, hey, how do you do? Hey, how do you do? She said, hey, how do you do?
Guys, this one immediately pulled me into a completely different emotional space. I mean, there is something haunting about it, not in a dark or frightening in a sort of way, more like a memory you can't quite let go of. The opening, feels incredibly spacious. The instruments almost seem to drift in before settling into place. Nothing feels forced, and everything feels patient. Adam's voice carries this quiet ache that I have been hearing throughout the album, but here it feels even more exposed. It's almost like he is singing from somewhere far away. I also love how the band resists the temptation to actually build this into some giant dramatic moment. Instead, they let the atmosphere do all the work. That is confidence, guys. Sometimes the strongest emotions comes from what is left unsaid. The imagery in the lyrics continues to amaze me, guys. I mean, I don't always know exactly what every single line means, but I know exactly how it makes me feel, and honestly, that's enough. This is one of those songs I know I will need to revisit, not because I missed something, but because I feel like there's even more waiting beneath the surface. Let me know what you guys also think about this one down in the comment section. Moving on to track 10. This one is titled Raining in Baltimore. Okay, let's go.
The circus is falling down on its knees. The big top is crumbling down. It's raining in Baltimore, 50 miles east, where you should be.
Raining in Baltimore.
No one's around. I need a phone call. I need a raincoat. I need a big love.
Ooh.
I need a phone call. These train conversations are passing me by, and I don't have nothing to say. Look at what need a phone call. I need a plane ride. I need a sunburn. I need a raincoat. And I get no answers.
Ooh.
I don't get no change. It's raining in Baltimore, baby.
It's raining in Baltimore.
Everything
Yeah.
else is the same. There's things I remember, the things I forget. I miss you, I guess that I should. 3,500
Yeah.
miles away. But what would you change if you could?
If you could.
I need a phone call. Maybe I should buy a new car. I can always hear a freight train. Baby, if I listen real hard. And I wish it was a small world. 'Cause I'm lonely for the big towns. I like to hear a little guitar. I guess it's time to put the top down. I need a phone call. I need a raincoat.
I needed a raincoat.
I really need a raincoat.
I really needed a raincoat.
Really,
It's
really
definitely raining in Baltimore.
raincoat.
Yeah.
Really, really, really need a raincoat. Really need a raincoat.
Wow, guys, after listening to this song, I honestly have to say this might be the quietest song on the album, but somehow, it might also be one of the loudest emotionally. The piano immediately creates this, feeling of loneliness, not the kind of loneliness where, you are physically alone, the kind where, you are surrounded by people but still feel disconnected. That's a very, very different feeling, I must say. I mean, and this song, really, really goes and captures it beautifully. Adam's, vocals is incredible here. There is no performance, no theatrics. Definitely sounds like someone who is, simply reaching the point where they don't have the energy to pretend anymore. The honesty is, heartbreaking. The arrangement is almost minimalist. Every single note matters. Every pause matters. Every breath matters. I think, that is what makes the song so powerful. The listener, it actually trusts the listener. I mean, it doesn't tell you how to feel. It simply creates the space for you to feel whatever you bring into it. This is one of those songs that I feel like it reminds me why I love listening to complete albums. I'm not sure, I would have appreciated this track the same way if, I'd heard it by itself. But after everything that's come before it lands, with incredible emotional weight. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. I loved it. Let me know, guys, what you think about this one. Moving on to the final song, A Murder of One. Let's take a listen.
doesn't have to mean you're on your own. You can look outside your window. He doesn't have to know. We can talk a while, baby. We can take it nice and slow. All your life is such a shame, shame, shame. All your love is just a dream, dream, dream. But are you happy where you're sleeping? Does he keep you safe and warm? Does he tell you when you're sorry? Does he tell you when you're wrong? Well, I've been watching you for hours. It's been years since we were born. We were perfect when we started. I've been wondering where we've gone all your life. It's such a shame, shame, shame. All your love is just a dream, dream, dream. Well, I dreamt I saw you walking up a hillside in the snow, casting shadows on the winter sky as you stood there counting crows. One for sorrow, two for joy, three for girls and four for boys, five for silver, six for gold, seven for a secret never to be told. Well, there's a bird that nests inside you, sleeping underneath your skin. Yeah, when you open up your wings to speak, I wish you'd let me in. All your life is such a shame, shame, shame. All your love is just a dream, dream, dream. Open up your eyes, you can see the flames, flames, flames of a wasted life. You should be ashamed. Yeah, you don't want to waste your life, baby. I know you don't want to waste your life. Now, darling, you don't want to waste your life, baby. You don't want to waste your life. Now, darling, you don't want to waste your life. Now, baby, I said you don't want to waste your life. Now, darling, you don't want to waste your life. Now, baby, you don't want to waste your life. Now, darling, change,
Yeah.
change, 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 change. I walk along these hillsides in the summer, neath the sunshine. I'm feathered by the moonlight falling down on me. I said I walk along these hillsides in the summer, neath the sunshine. I'm feathered by the moonlight falling down on me. I said I will walk along these hillsides in the summer, neath the sunshine. I'm feathered by the moonlight falling down on me. I said I will walk along these hillsides in the
Yeah.
summer, neath the sunshine. I am feathered by the moonlight. Change, change, change. Change, change, change. Change, change, change. Oh, change, change. Yeah, 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 yeah. Change, change, change. Whoa, change, change, change. Change, 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 change. Change, 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 change.
Okay. Guys, now here's the interesting part. I mean, like I said from the beginning, this is a song I've heard before, but I don't think I've ever actually heard it. Not like this. I mean, listening to it, after experiencing everything that came before, definitely felt, completely different. Instead of sounding like another, great Counting Crows song, this, felt like the final chapter, of a novel. Everything suddenly, has context. The emotional themes, the vulnerability, the uncertainty, the searching, it all seems to flow naturally into this closing moment. Musically, I love how the song slowly unfolds. I love the fact that it never rushes towards its destination. I mean, the guitars shimmer beautifully. The rhythm section stays wonderfully restrained, and Adam delivers one of his most emotionally convincing performances on the album. There's something peaceful about the end, in my opinion, not because every question gets answered, but because the journey finally feels complete. Sometimes closure doesn't come from finding every answer. Sometimes it comes from accepting the questions. That's exactly how this ending feels to me. And honestly, I couldn't imagine another song closing this album. It feels earned. I loved it, guys. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful album. I loved every song, front to back. And now that I finally experienced August and everything after, from beginning to end, I completely understand why this album has remained so important to so many people. Before today, I actually knew the singles. Now I understand the story, and that's a huge difference, because albums like this aren't built around individual songs. They are built around emotional progression. Each track quietly prepares you for the next. Each chapter definitely adds another layer. By the time the album ends, you almost feel like you've lived alongside the narrator for an hour. That's incredibly difficult to accomplish. Yeah, guys, we definitely have to talk about Adam Duritz. Adam Duritz, as a songwriter. One thing I wasn't fully prepared for was Adam's writing. I mean, he doesn't write in a straightforward sort of way. He writes the way people remember things. Sometimes memories are clear. Sometimes they are fragmented. Sometimes emotions appear before explanations. That's exactly how these songs feel. His lyrics don't always hand you a neat conclusion. Instead, they actually invite you to sit inside the emotion. And honestly, I think that's why so many people connect with this album on such a a personal level. Everyone hears something different. Everyone brings their own experiences to it. I mean, very few songwriters can actually create that kind of connection. I also love the band's chemistry. I mean, I was also impressed with the musicianship. Nobody in this band is trying to steal the spotlight. The guitars never overwhelm the vocals. The piano quietly supports the melodies. The rhythm section also keeps everything grounded without becoming flashy. Every single player seems to understand the song comes first. I mean, that level of restraint is actually much harder than showing off. And I think it's one of the reasons this album still sounds so fresh today. I mean, for an album that was released in 1993, it still goes in hard, I have to say. And we also have to talk about the fact that the deep cuts changed everything, in my opinion. I mean, this might be my biggest takeaway from the entire experience. I came into this album thinking the songs I already knew would probably remain my favorites, and instead the deep cuts completely changed my perspective. Songs like Anna Begins, songs like Perfect, songs like A Perfect Blue Buildings, songs like Sullivan Street, and then Raining in Baltimore. I mean, those songs gave the entire album emotional depth. And somehow they made Round Here, Mr. Jones, and A Murder of One, even stronger. That is what great albums do, in my opinion. The songs don't compare with one another. They actually elevate one another. Now, if I'm to pick my favorite tracks, after one complete listen, these are the songs that I would say stayed with me the most. Obviously, Round Here, I've always liked it. But now I understand why it's the opening track. It kind of immediately introduces the emotional world of the album. Hearing it in context actually gave me a completely new appreciation for it. We have Anna Begins. This completely caught me off guard, and I mean that in the best possible way. The storytelling, the vulnerability, the emotional uncertainty, everything about it felt incredibly real. One of the best discoveries on the album, in my opinion. And then we have Perfect Blue Buildings. This song is quiet, it's honest, beautifully understated. And I feel like this is exactly the kind of a song that probably gets better every single time you hear it. And then Raining in Baltimore, guys, what an incredible piece of songwriting, guys. I have to say, it's simple on the surface, but emotionally devastating. This is the kind of a song that stays with you long after it ends, in my opinion. And I'll wrap things up with A Murder of One. I've known this song for a while, but like I said, hearing it as the final chapter of this album completely transformed the experience. It feels like the perfect goodbye, in my opinion. What surprised me the most about this album, if someone had asked me before today what this album was about, I probably would have said, it's the album with, Mr. Jones. It's the album with Round Here. Now I'd never describe it that way. That's for damn sure. This is an album about longing, about identity, about relationships, about trying to understand yourself while the world keeps changing around you. It's thoughtful, it's vulnerable, just like life, and that's probably why it still resonates after all these years. So after hearing August and everything after, all the way through, if I'm to rate it, I'm definitely giving this album a hard 9.5 out of 10. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if the score eventually becomes even higher, because this feels like one of those records you don't simply listen to once. You live with it, you come back to it at different points in your life, and every time it probably reveals something new. Those are the albums that become classics. That is all I have to say about this album. That's just me and what I have to say. Now I really, really want to hear from you guys. For those of you who have loved this album for years, what song changed the most for you over time? Was there a deep cut you didn't appreciate until years later? And if you're like me, if you've known Round Here, Mr. Jones, A Murder of One, but only recently listened to the album from start to finish, did the experience actually change the way you hear those songs now? Because it absolutely did for me. That's one of the coolest things about listening to albums instead of a playlist. Context actually changes everything. Guys, if you enjoyed taking this journey with me, make sure you leave a like, because it really, really, really helps the channel. And if you're new on here and you love discovering classic albums, hidden gems, and hearing honest first time reactions, don't forget to actually subscribe and turn on notifications. We've got a lot more incredible music to experience together. Thank you all for hanging out with me today. I really, really appreciate every single one of you. On to the next reaction. Keep exploring full albums, not just the singles. Keep giving great music the time it actually deserves, and never ever underestimate the songs that don't become the biggest hits. sometimes, those are the ones that end up, meaning the most. I'll definitely catch you in the next one. Peace out.